Reptilians, welcome back to my channel. So as you know, the last week I have spent in Iowa, and we just got back the day before yesterday now, I think it is, and it was super cool driving up there. I saw a couple of really weird things on the road.
That's an old school bus. Whoa, they just come.
I wasn't able to get any awesome footage up there like I did last time with the pet stores. Someone suggested looking for like a reptile rescue, and I could not find one. I spent quite a while Googling to try to find one, and I couldn't. So sorry. I was excited about that, and I thought it was an awesome idea, but I couldn't find one. If any of you guys are from Iowa and you know of any reptile rescues in the Cedar Rapids area, definitely let me know, because we'll be going back up there during the winter time so that my kid can play in snow, but unfortunately I wasn't able to do that this time. But anyway, I thought that it would be kind of cool to just kind of take you guys through my nightly routine. So right now it is 8:19. All of my lights turn off at 8 o'clock. So that is when I do all of my nighttime animals feeding, watering, all of that stuff. So let's go through all the animals and take care of them. I kind of wanted to just go through all of my animals. So starting off with my living room, we have Zaz and Handsome Jack. They are daytime animals, so at nighttime we just turn off their light. Zaz did have a timer, but this timer is the worst, so we just flip the switch off when it's time, but she is doing wonderfully. And Handsome Jack is doing great. Right before I left, I noticed that his tail is starting to marble. You can see there are black stripes in his tail, which I thought was so awesome. That happened right before I left, and I came back and they had gotten a little darker. But that's all the marbling that he has going on right now. And you can see that I have some brown algae coming up on my plants. I changed his water right before I left, and it's about time for me to change that again. I need to change these leaves out, and you can see his water level has gone down in that week, and he's following my finger. But he's doing great. He grew already in the time that I was gone, which was so cool, and she's doing great. So for them, we just turn the lights out. Next we have the corn snake. He is a snake, so there's not much we do for him either. You can see him peeking out of his hide. That is his favorite place in this whole tank. And it is not feeding night for him, so we just make sure that he has water, which he does, and that's it. He doesn't have a light on top of his tank because he's a corn snake and because he is albino, so that would hurt his eyes. So he just uses the ambient light in the room to do his day-night cycle. So for him, we also are going to just flip his light off. Maui says that he's done for the night too, and he would very much appreciate if I would hurry this along. Go. So for Dexter, I still have food left over from when my mom was watching it when we were out of town, so we're just going to use up what's left of that in these little dishes. And this is just in a shampoo bottle that you get from like Walmart for $1. And we just take out his old one, put the new one in, and we're gonna spray down his tank. You can see that his, was it Draconia spikes aren't doing, jump. Yeah, I saw that, but that was kind of to be expected.
Some really good photo ops.
Next up, we're gonna do Sylvanas, and again, it's not the snake's feeding day, so I'm just gonna lightly spray her tank down and clean her water bowl and get her fresh water.
Don't get bit.
Try my best. Sterling's tank has been completely destroyed, as always.
That's what he does.
Yeah, he's looking like I didn't do that. Now for Goliath's tank, we're gonna do the same thing. Just gonna spray the tank down and make sure that I water all those plants. So for a while, a lot of these plants were dying, especially the ivy in the back and a couple of these up front, and I didn't understand why. And it turns out that there was dust on the top of the tank, on the glass part of the tank, and the light wasn't able to get all the way through because there was dust up there. So if you are having issues with your plants and you have some kind of barrier between the light and the plants, check to see if there's dust on there, because apparently that matters a lot. Next is the Pac-Man frog. It is not his day to eat, so we won't be feeding him. I'll just be soaking his tank. And his water bowl also need to be cleaned out. And by the way, this water that is in this sprayer has already been treated with ReptiSafe, so it's already dechlorinated water. Next up is watering my dead plant tank, and it's not looking too good for any of them. That used to be a plant. Look at that. That's a stick. This tank is super gross. I need to clean it out. I need to clean it out tomorrow because she always manages to make a huge mess. We're gonna give her roaches. These are not gonna stay in her bowl, but she will chase them and get them when she feels like it.
Hunt them.
Hunt them. There we go. That's a good word. Next up we have Winter's tank.
He's trying to make a break for it.
Of course he is. His tank also needs to be cleaned. There's calcium everywhere. He will be eating dubia roaches as well. Is done for the night. Looks so cute. Morty is, of course, a daytime animal, but I like to spray his tank down with everyone else's at night so that it'll hold some of that moisture in, because he is an Irian Jaya blue-tongued skink, which means that he needs a higher humidity. And as you can see, yet again, his tank is destroyed.
Where's he at right now?
He is in this tank somewhere, guys, I swear. And then we'll clean his water bowl out. Next up we have Cersei's tank. You're not going to see her because we never see her, but we still need to go through and clean everything out.
there, just barely. On the camera can.
And for my fish tank, they get the leftover, what are they called? Frozen bloodworms from when I feed my betta fish. And then we're also going to give them these pellets today. And then we'll just leave their light on for a little bit so they can all eat. And my roguefish will actually get a night crawler when the Pac-Man frog gets a night crawler. And today is not the Pac-Man frog's feeding day, that is tomorrow. And that's it for this week, guys. If you are not already, please feel free to follow me on my other socials and like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications every single time I put a new video, which is every Sunday and Wednesday. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye. That I ever clean out. That just smells so terrible.